Yo, what's going on, good people? This your man, Chris Thorns. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you watch my content. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Ladies and gentlemen, got an update again for you. Let's get right into the update. All right, guys, we got another update about Miss Darlene Brister, and Darlene Brister is the lady who set a house on fire while stabbing her children and attempted to stab other children that was in the home. For what we have learned, there are three children that is dead, but you see in other news article where they saying four of them is dead, so there's a little discrepancy going on with that. So I just say 3 to 4 children are dead, all right, by the hands of her, and running around stabbing or attempted to stab them while the house was burning down. Two of the juveniles got out by way of window, and one was in the hospital in critical condition. But for what it sounds like, for what I'm hearing, they may be okay. I don't know, but like I said, it's a discrepancy of how many they saying is dead because you see, majority of them saying three are dead. Then I ran into a couple of them that they saying four children, a fourth one has died. So I guess once they get everything straight, we'll hear what's going on with that. But however, though, in this update right here, we're going to hear a little bit of pieces of the 911 call that was made. And also, they saying that she already killed the child, the baby. They saying she already killed the baby during the process of this. So, like I told you, man, I'm trying my best to stay on top of this story, man, because this story really is sad. So, but let y'all hear what's going on. And y'all get y'all thoughts, as always.
New at 5, a judge denying bond today for a Paulding County mother accused of killing 3 of her children and then setting the family's home ablaze. 11 Alive's Tracy Ann McPeer was in court as the mother made her first appearance.
Darlene Brister is facing charges of malice murder. And for the first time today, we're hearing 911 calls from neighbors as other children inside the home tried to escape that night.
They think that the mom had already killed the baby. From what I understand, the mom had killed the infant and was trying to kill the other children. They just jumped out the window, escaping in the chaos.
Neighbors immediately calling 911 after realizing something terrible was happening at this home on Woodwind Drive in Rockmart Friday night.
I can see flames coming from the front door, like their house is engulfed.
The Paulding County Sheriff's Office says 7 children were inside the house when Darlene Brister began attacking the children. A 9-month-old baby was killed, along with a 3- and 5-year-old. 2 older children were also hurt but survived. On Monday, Brister faced a judge for the first time. In addition to malice murder, the district attorney says she's also facing charges of arson and cruelty to children. Her husband, Ricky, told me over the weekend his wife was battling mental health issues. And while he's grieving the loss of their children, he's still concerned about his wife and her well-being.
Do I love her? Yes. Do I forgive her? Yes. I'm going to still give her the love of Christ that any man should.
Ricky Brister tells me their 9-year-old son is still in the hospital, but he's expected to survive. Now, his wife is expected to be back in front of a judge on Wednesday to face additional charges. In Paulding County, Tracy A. McPeer, 11 Alive News.
So she's supposed to be going back into a hearing tomorrow. Okay. When I see it again with the dad and seeing that little baby right there, that hurts me because that little girl, you can see the traumatization in her demeanor, in her face. She is scared and she is hurt about what happened, and more likely don't understand what has happened. Probably neither one of them understand what has happened unless they understand, I guess, the mental health issue of the situation. All right. We heard that 911 call, and I'm hoping they release the whole thing instead of just playing part of it. But I mean, I just want to hear it. I really want to hear the whole thing. But I know probably somewhere down the road they probably all gonna release the whole thing, and I also want them to release the whole interview of the father because I want to hear the whole interview instead of bits and pieces. Because when we listen to these news clips, they only gonna let us hear bits and pieces of what he said. But I think we get the gist of him. He still loves his wife and he forgives her. But now, as I read in the article before I did this video, um, it says that one of the reporters asked him about, speaking on the mental health situation, and said he didn't want to speak on things like that because it lead to other things. Other things like what? I mean, she already done a dirty deed. She burnt your house down, and she tried to. I ain't tried to. She did kill three or four of your children. So talking about her mental state, if you're gonna throw it out there, I mean, what more harm can you do by talking about it? Since you said she was dealing with depression. I don't know what are you really withholding back on that situation. Unless you feel like you're gonna say something that's gonna make you look some kind of way. I don't know, but I don't understand what you mean by that. When I saw it in the article, um, I don't want to talk about stuff like that because it leads to other things. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can find that for y'all where I can read to y'all exactly what he said. Okay, and I have found it, and I'm going to put it up, and I'm going to read to you exactly what he said. All right. It said Channel 2's Michelle Newell. This is Channel 2 that I'm reading from. Talked to Ricky Brister, who was the children's father. He said he has been married to Darlene Brister for 17 years and that she was a good mom, but suffered from depression. He says, I'm hurting. Then he said he didn't want to talk about her struggles with depression. I don't want to get into that kind of stuff because that kind of stuff leads to other stuff. I don't want to get into that kind of stuff because that kind of stuff leads to other stuff. Again, my question is, what exactly would it lead to? I mean, again, she's already have killed 3 of your children. She has burnt your house down. You say you was trying to get her some help. I mean, so it sounded like to me you were doing what you was doing as a husband, trying to get her some help. I mean, I'm gonna say allegedly now. I mean, I'm only going by what you put out in the public. Allegedly, you was trying to get her some help. So unless you was gonna try to make a mockery out of her illness, I don't see what wrong you would do as speaking about her mental health issues, unless you're hiding something too. I don't know now. Unless you don't want to speak about it because you think you may implement you in something. I don't know. I'm just saying, or maybe you feel like if you talk about it, it may make your wife look like something bad in the light. I don't know, but I'm kind of puzzled on that one. Those of you who listening to this, maybe you can help me understand why people don't want to talk about that, or tell me what other stuff can it lead to. Because it seems like to me, her depression already led to her killing your children and burning the house. So I don't understand that, And I read some comments somewhere, and it might have been on Facebook. And a couple of comments I read, people were saying that something about it just don't sit right with them. And I get it. And, some people like, he's just saying that so easily, forgiving it so easy and whatnot, and I understand that too. But then you got a lot of people that was like, well, this says a lot about him because he understand that really want her doing that. And I said that yesterday when I did my stream. Maybe that's what he's looking at. That even though she did this, it really wasn't her. It was her mental state that caused her to do this. And then I guess it's somewhere up in there. I can kind of understand that too. I can. But with that being said, here's another question that got to be asked. When you are around, and you've been with her for 17 years, Has she had a major episode like this when you was around? You know, you had to ask that kind of question. Has she attempted to do this before and it been on hush hush? Because remember, how they put it out there is their home had domestic issues. Now, what kind of issues? I don't know, but I'm almost certain domestic violence may be part of it. Just may be. Just may be. I get it. So somebody who dealing with mental illness, they just don't snap out that one time. It can come within a heartbeat. It can, depending on how serious it is. Someone may have it mild, all right, and someone may have it more serious. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm just puzzled that you feel by you talking about what she's dealing with is going to lead to something else. And my question is something else like what? Like what? Or let me say this right here. Do you fear for your life? You think you talking about it? Do you fear for your life? I don't know. I don't know. But again, my heart breaks when I see that little girl that's sitting beside him. How her face looked. That baby is traumatized and scared and hurt that her mom just tried to kill them. Just try to kill them. But like I say, I'm not gonna take the thing from him. If he truly forgives her for this, then like I said, hey, he a better man than me. Because the way I look at it, something like that, honestly, I don't want nobody killing nobody. Whether they mentally ill or not. I don't want nobody killing nobody. But however, in this situation, you killed 3 of our children. I'm sorry. The way I'm looking at it is, God may forgive you. I won't. And it may be cruel to say, but these my babies we talking about. You killed our babies. You killed our babies. And just like somebody in my comment section said, that woman did that because she was mad at him. And I promise you, I think it was more so than that. I think it was that. On top of whatever mental health issue she was dealing with, I think she did this more because she was upset with him about something. Because when I first did my stream, we read on Facebook that somebody claimed that she got mad at him because he left her. Now, I don't know what I mean as he left her as he was done with the relationship, or he left her, he went somewhere that she did not want him to go. But there's talk on Facebook. Then there's talk on Facebook how everything played out. She barricaded the door and all types of stuff. And then we just hear the 911 call. It was raw out there, man. That shit is raw. It is. And it's sad. It's raw and sad. But I want to show y'all something real quick. And I'm in this video with this. I want to let y'all see something real quick. Right here. Right there. Let me see if I can blow it up. All right, let's see. Right there. Rebecca from, I guess, CBS 46. This is what she had to say. I'm assuming she was in the courtroom. She said the mother, 40-year-old Darlene Brister, showed no emotion as the judge read her charges this morning. And this was yesterday at 11:58. I don't know what time zone they're on. I'm on Central Time, but I think we may be on the same time zone. I don't know. But she says right here, the mother, 40-year-old Darlene Brister, showed no emotions as the judge read her charges this morning. I know some of y'all probably say, well, Chris, I mean, She got mental health issues, so what you expect? And I guess I understand that. But then again, like I said, I'm not him. I can't just forgive her like that. I'm not him. I don't know if that made me a bad person or not, but if it does, then hey, I guess that's just something I just have to take. I'll be that bad guy because I'm hurt for what this woman did to my child, did to not only my children, hers as well. Hers as well. All right, guys. So as always, tell me what y'all think about this. Leave your comments down in the comment section, and that's all I can say, man. I'm your man, Chris Norris. Thanks for listening. Peace out.